Hi everyone, Cheryl here from Love and Light Yoga, and thank you for joining me for this quick 15-minute full body yoga stretch. So this is completely suitable for all levels, whether you have practiced before or not, and you won't need anything for this, just yourself and your mat. So whenever you are ready, let's begin. Okay, so we are going to begin towards the back of our mat today, and we're going to melt ourselves down into a child's pose. So we can keep the toes together, we can take the knees as wide as the mat, and just start to walk the hands forwards, reaching the chest down towards the mat, maybe bringing the forehead onto the mat here, and taking a few deep breaths. Just beginning to center yourself here. Using the breath just to guide you into this present moment, guiding you into your body. Breathing deeply here. And then we may stay here, or we might take this stretch a little bit further by maybe lifting the arms off the mat, coming onto our fingertips. We're going to think about reaching the chest down towards the floor here. The elbows are lifted, the armpits are lifted. Getting that little extra stretch through the shoulders. And then maybe walking the hands off towards the right hand side. We're going to try to keep the hips center here. Keeping the sit bones reaching back towards the heels. Opening up through the left hand side of the body. And then staying on our fingertips, this time walking the hands back through center, taking them off towards the left hand side. Again, melting the chest down towards the floor. Just feeling a deeper opening through the right hand side of the body. And then walking the hands back through center. Take one more breath in your child's pose here. And then let's release up into our tabletop. So meet me on your hands and your knees. Wrists are underneath the shoulders, knees are underneath the hips. And let's just flow through some cat-cows here. So as we inhale, we're going to take the tailbone up high, drop the belly, look forward. As we exhale, chin to the chest, pull the belly button back towards the spine. As we inhale, we roll the spine forwards, look forwards. As we exhale, chin to the chest, press into the mat, separate the shoulder blades. Nice inhaling to roll forwards and exhaling to roll under. So just continue on here, flowing in time with your own breath, bringing that movement into the body. Feeling the breath here, so deep breaths. Beginning to connect to how the body might be feeling. Any areas that might feel a little bit tighter than others today. Where do we need to focus that stretch, focus that opening? Let's take one more round of breath in your own time, and inhale in and exhale. And then meet me back in tabletop with a nice neutral spine. Take your gaze down in between your hands, and we're going to step the right foot up in between our hands here. So it doesn't matter how gracefully or ungracefully we want to get there, but we're going to end up with the hands framing the front foot. If this is too strong of a stretch, bring the left knee a little bit closer in towards the right foot. But breathing here, rolling the shoulders back, looking forwards, feeling a deep stretch through the front of the left hip flexor here. And then maybe finding some movement. So inhaling to open, exhaling to shift the hips back, stretching out through the front leg. So every inhale we come forward with the hips, every exhale we stretch the front leg long, take the hips back. So again, just moving in time with the breath, bringing as much movement into the hip joints as we can. Maybe starting to flex through the right foot every time we send the hips back, just deepening that stretch through the hamstrings. Not going too deeply here, just finding what feels good for our bodies in this moment. Accepting where you are, accepting how this stretch is feeling. The next time we inhale and we come forwards, we look forwards, we open up the chest, we might stay here or reach the fingertips up towards the sky for one big inhale, one full exhale, and then reach the hands back to the floor. We're going to send the right knee back to meet the left, and we're going to find the same series of movements on the other side. So this time we're taking the left foot up in between the hands. It doesn't matter how we want to get it there. And we're going to come into our low lunge. Opening the chest, rolling the shoulders back, feeling that deep stretch through the very front of the right hip flexor here. And then maybe finding some movement. So inhaling to look forwards, exhale, shift the hips back, straightening out the front leg. Inhaling to rock forwards and exhaling to rock the hips back. So every time we rock the hips back, we might start to straighten out through the left leg. We might start to flex through the left foot. Just find that movement and find that stretch. Noticing how this side feels compared to the last side. And the next time we inhale, we come forward into our low lunge. We may stay here or we might inhale to reach the fingertips up towards the sky for one full breath in, full breath out, and then bring the palms of the hands back to the floor. Step the left knee back into your tabletop. And let's find a downward facing dog here. So spread the fingertips nice and wide, start to tuck the toes under, and then lift the hips, send them high, send them back. Coming into your downward facing dog, maybe finding some movement, stretching one leg at a time, pedaling through the feet. Let the head hang heavy here, no tension in your neck. Stretching out through the back, keeping the hips reaching high, reaching towards the back of the room. And then coming back to stillness. So whether your knees are bent or straight, it doesn't really matter. We're in our downward facing dog here, breathing deeply. And then take your gaze in towards the middle of your mat. So somewhere in between your toes and your hands, we're going to bend the knees. We're going to start to walk the feet into that center part. Take the feet as wide as the mat and then walk the hands back to meet the feet. We meet here in our forward fold. Our knees can be straight, they can be bent, it doesn't matter. Just let the entire body relax down over the legs here. Maybe take hold of opposite elbow and just relax. Think almost about being like a rag doll here. So the legs are strong, everything from your hips up, completely relaxed. Upper body dangling over the legs, arms heavy, head heavy, the neck and the upper back soft. Feeling the spine lengthening out here. Taking a few deep breaths. And then after your next exhale, take a deep bend through both knees, release hold of the elbows, and then slowly press yourself all the way up into standing, just stacking all of your bones, one on top of the other, until eventually we are all the way up in standing. Nice. Bring the feet together here. Take one big inhale to reach the hands up. As we exhale, bend the knees, dive the hands forward. Let's bring the hands down towards the mat, and once again just step the knees back into your child's pose. Send the hips back towards the heels, stretching the arms out long. Take 1 or 2 breaths here. And then after your next exhale, we can release and we can walk the hands all the way back towards the knees, coming to sit either in a kneeling position or any other seated position that feels good for you. We might be on crossed legs, whatever feels okay is fine. And we're just going to take a few big rolls through the shoulders here. So just rolling the shoulders up towards the ears and around. Taking a few one way and then switching directions, taking a few the other way. And then coming back to stillness. Let's take an inhale to reach the right hand up towards the sky. And then we're going to bend the elbow here and bring the palm of the hand towards the upper back. So it's almost like we were giving ourselves a big pat on the back here. And we're breathing deeply. Now we've got a few different options here. We might stay here. We might use the left arm just to gently press the elbow back. Opening up through the chest, opening up through the fronts of the shoulders. And if this is feeling pretty good or pretty easy, we might reach the left hand all the way around the back. See if we can start to bring the left hand towards the right. Maybe take a little bind here. Breathe deeply. Keep rolling the shoulders open. Keep the chest broad. Keep the breath smooth. One more breath here. And then release the hands, bring them back to center. Take another little roll through the shoulders. And we find the same stretch on the other side. So inhale, we reach the left hand up towards the sky. Start to bring the palm of the hand towards the upper back. And then decide whether we want to stay here or maybe we want to use the right hand on top of the elbow just to gently guide it a little bit more open. So we're just gently pressing the elbow back. Maybe starting to walk the left fingers a little bit further down the back. And then if we went for the bind on the other side, we might do the same thing here. We might reach the right hand around, see if we can take hold of the opposite hand. Again, just think about opening up through the shoulders, broadening out the chest, breathing deeply, staying tall through the spine for a few breaths. And then after your next exhale, releasing the hands, bringing them back to center. Once again, take that little roll with the shoulders. And eventually coming back to stillness. And I hope you are feeling good. I hope you are feeling a nice stretch all over the body. If you like this video, please give it a like. If you would like to see more from me, please subscribe. And whatever you are getting up to today, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Namaste.